Hello guys, and welcome to a brand new podcast from the channel. Seeing as we're bringing it back, well, I'm bringing it back, you've decided to join me in bringing it back.
Bringing it all back, just like, is it Spice Girls? No, S Club
7. Bring it all back to you, you lucky people. Welcome to the Wise and Jones podcast. He is Mr. Lee Wise. I am Mr.
Chris Jones.
I just started
glad I remembered your name there.
Yeah, 'cause it's been a while, you see.
Yeah.
So, we thought we'd kind of, obviously, people may know that we used to do podcasts on this channel. The podcast, funnily enough.
The
podcast.
Yeah. You might hear that a few times tonight.
Oh god, yeah, the first...
Or evening, or morning, whenever you're watching it.
Watching back the video that I did yesterday, a couple of days ago, where I was talking to camera, the amount of I wish I'd done an count for that, it was ridiculous. So yeah, you'll probably hear a lot of
You are an error.
I'm quite the era.
Yeah.
Ums, and eras.
Oh, you know.
You know.
You did say you know a lot.
So we used to do bar chat. We used to do bar chat obviously on the Bar Chat channel, and it's something we really wanted to start doing again because it's something we enjoy doing. It's
been pretty much like a year since we've done anything really, or anything together. You did the old coming back, not doing anything. Not doing it.
Well, yeah.
I just didn't do anything.
No.
I kind of just stopped. There's reasons and stuff, but yeah, basically, we're back.
The last thing we did together was the last bar chat, which was just before Christmas 2016.
Holy shit, was it? Oh my god, so it's been over a year.
26 going into 2017.
It's been over a year then that we've done something together.
Mm-hmm.
Not good. So we thought we'd just have a nice chilled out podcast. We're actually at my new abode.
Yes, Lee's new house. He's in a new house, as you can see.
Not a permanent fixture. Neither is the fridge in the living room.
I quite like the fridge. It's just good. It's a good placement.
It's handy for beer.
It is handy for beer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all fridges are for.
So. Anyway, chin chin, sir.
Chin,
Happy
chin.
New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you guys. That'll be good for the audio listeners. That little bit.
We took a swig of beer each.
We did. That's a swig.
Yeah. So New Year's.
New Year.
It's 2018.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Last year was interesting.
Yep.
Would be the word. Lots of different stuff happened, but
last year not like us personally, but in general the world, everything that was happening out there,
it was
a fuck fest.
Yeah, as I said, interesting.
Everything for me personally was a fuck fest. A lot happened for you.
A lot has happened, yeah.
But you've been alright, haven't you?
You've
been alright, Dave. It's not bad.
Still married.
You're still married. Still got the pooch over there.
Yeah. Got a new home. Still got Alfie boy out short. I'm not bad.
Yeah, but 2018, it was really bad. It's 10 years since I went to uni.
Wow, it was 10 years.
10 years since we left school, essentially.
Yeah, that's why I came to realise. Yeah, it was 10 years since we left school. Holy
2018. I'm 27. You just turned 27.
I have.
27. So we're not that old, but I feel
together we make 54. Yep. No, my maths was solid on that one. Good.
it worked.
Did panic a little bit there. Yeah. So
I like how you reassured yourself though. It's like not someone else that go.
Yeah. Well, people are out there.
Blake Bartles there, just going. You got this.
Blake Bartles. The man.
That's what it talks like.
Yeah, definitely. So 2018 is New Year. Speaking of New Year, the typical thing that comes with New Year's. New Year's resolutions.
Yes.
Did you have any?
No. And do you know what? It's something I used to do. New Year's resolutions. Yes. Every year I used to go into it. It's like I'm going to do this, going to do that, and everything. But how last year went has led me into this one. Just going. Do you know what? If I can make it through, that's
okay. No, yeah, fair.
Not really. I know that sounds a bit negative, but I just literally. I'm not setting any goals.
Yeah.
Because it's just.
I think that's a good thing.
I don't think. Yeah. I'm not saying honest,
that. Who sticks to the New Year's resolution?
They don't. I mean, it's a classic thing. Every year, people. New Year's resolutions.
Well, to be fair, some people do. Or like myself, you kind of just alter them a bit. Like myself, I said I was going to basically after Christmas and everything, and the months leading up to it, I kind of just stuffed myself, and I ended up putting on like a stone.
As
and
people
a half.
do. I mean, that's what you do, isn't it?
Well, I put on half stone from what I was over Christmas, but I was already sort of over the way I wanted to be.
So you, all right.
So
okay,
I'd say I'm a good stone over, or was, should I say, was a good stone over. I did check on Tuesday that I'd lost £10.
You did a Tuesday check?
I did. A Tuesday check.
You lost what, sorry?
£10.
Oh, nice.
Over half stone.
Nice.
So that's good. So that was my thing, was to lose sort of a roundabout stone. But now we're into the month, and it's January, which is basically the shittest month of the year. Everybody
really
knows that.
no one enjoys January.
I've kind of just been like, you know what, I'll have a few things here and there, but as long as I'm not eating constantly crap.
It's overdoing it, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I'd just be nibbling all the time, like on junk food, and doing it at work as well. Yeah. I wouldn't just buy a sandwich or whatever. I'd buy like a sandwich, a pasty, some cookies.
Yeah.
You know, just go overboard.
Those were the good days at work.
Yeah,
back at my old job.
Yeah,
we'd get a lot of shit for lunch.
We did used to work together. That was a thing.
Did used to work together.
That
seems so long ago now.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've kind of morphed that into my own kind of thing, and I'm just taking it as it is. Another thing I said I was going to do just for January, not for charity or anything, which I think, is it associated with charity?
We're talking about dry
January.
I think it's one of those that people. I don't think originally it was. I think originally it was as a health thing to kind of get people into.
I did see something about the health aspect of some news,
but I think people have brought it to be like, you know, I'm doing dry January, sponsor me for liver failure. I don't know.
People do anything for charities these days.
Yeah,
bloody charities. No, I said I was going to do that, and I made it until the 7th of January, until I was like, nope.
I'd say that's good going to
January. January's too shit of a month not to drink, so you know, fuck that.
Fuck that, exactly.
But not drinking as much as I was.
No.
Like, again, leading up to Christmas.
Yeah,
just drinking on time.
I mean, that's something I definitely want to do. Like, I've not set any resolutions for this year, but there are things that I'm wanting to do. I'm not putting the pressure on myself to do it, but obviously I do want to lose a bit of weight. I do need to stop drinking as much as what I have been. Since I moved out of the house and moved back in with my parents, I thought that was going to stop it.
Right.
And it hasn't really.
No. You're just kind of doing it more secretively.
Well, no, not even secretively. I'm just being like, I'm getting another drink.
Oh, fair enough.
But I mean, the thing is, like, because I'll be upstairs, so I have to go through the living room to the drinks cabinet, so I can't do it secretively.
Get the big bottle of Jack Daniels.
No. I mean, I did, like, when I was back in the house, I mean, it was really bad, like, I kind of every day or every night or something. But then I got into a point where I was trying to be more positive, and it kind of weighed off a little bit, so it'd be like every other night that I was having a drink. Because it's alright to have a drink, but when you're doing it every night, drinking, like, say, a bottle of wine, or...
The thing is, I mean, I was doing exactly the same. I was drinking every night.
Yeah.
I didn't really have anything to be sort of... any reason to be drinking, really. I wasn't, like, angry or upset or anything.
Did you just get into
It became a routine, and I think that's where it just gets gradually worse. That's
when it becomes part of your routine, and you're not even thinking about it, that's when you think, actually, I need to... This could be a slippery slope.
But that's another part. The side that you're going to come out good on this particular problem is because you already know that it could be a problem.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
Like full blown alcoholism. Deep down they know, but they kind of won't admit it.
They deny.
Or they'll say, "Oh yeah, I'm alcoholic," like jokingly, you know, like, but they're not actually.
Yeah, you've got those that have done it for long enough that they're just open about it. Then you've got those that are kind of creeping into it and deny it.
Yeah, I mean, the worst kind, I suppose, is like I say, your secret alcoholics. So they'll wait until the rest of the family's gone to bed, then neck a bottle of whiskey or whatever. Yeah.
Well, do you know what? It's really interesting, this, actually. When I worked at Bargain Booze and I went to get my licence to sell alcohol, I can sell alcohol. They did...
Thanks, by the way.
It's alright. Very cheap.
10 of that.
one of the things we talked about was obviously you can't serve someone who's drunk.
Right.
You're not allowed to do that.
Which is funny, really, considering they've already been drinking. Well, I mean, how?
Well, no, because it's that thing of if someone comes into obviously, like if you're in a pub, it's different.
Yeah.
But to a point where because it's still on your, it's your decision. So if someone's getting to a point where you can see they're really bad.
Yeah. I mean, how drunk is drunk?
Well, this is one of the things we talked about. You had to decide if someone's like someone who's got a medical condition where they're a bit say shaky or the slur the speech can sometimes come across as drunk, and you've got to try and make that
first-hand experience with that as well. Actually, somebody. Anyway, we'll go into details, but that did happen to us.
Well, this is it, and like the different like alcoholics. Like when I used to serve, you used to know the alcoholics that had come in because their eyes would be kind of like clear and everything like that, but they wouldn't be drunk, so I could serve them, and I wouldn't get in shit for that. But the guy who was doing the course was an ex policeman. Right. So he used some examples, pretty nasty examples, of like teenagers that had been drinking and had been served alcohol, and they'd gone on to die because of that.
Because of like gone home with that booze
and the person who served them.
Right.
You can get your license. Yeah. Well, so I mean, in that case, there's a chance of you getting prosecuted, but it depends on the circumstances. You definitely get your license taken off you, but the worst thing is you've got to live the rest of your life knowing that you probably contributed to a teenager's death. But it is such a...
It's all... Yeah.
You
can't really say it would be our fault, because...
It's what they're doing.
I mean, look at smoking, for example. Example.
Ex-ankle.
With
an X's ankle.
If you're selling tobacco products or whatever, smoking related products to people, you check their ID, they're that age or whatever. It's kind of like saying that you'd be responsible for them getting like lung cancer down the line and then dying. Yeah, it's that kind of step, but just accelerated basically.
Yeah, it is. It is really.
But I don't agree with unless someone is completely wrecked. Well,
it was one of those. It's kind of one of those. It's up to you at the end of the day. Yeah. So, like when it was a Friday, Saturday night in the shop, you knew you were going to get drunk people coming in, and you can tell the people that have, like, especially on a Saturday. Again, you've got people that have been out drinking all day, especially in Otley.
Definitely. What's saying about my hometown?
Well, it's a bit of a pisshead place, isn't it? Really, let's be honest.
No fucking clue what you mean, mate.
This is Otley from down south, obviously.
Yeah. There's an Otley now. I knew there's an Otley somewhere.
Otley?
Yeah.
Motley?
Otley.
There is an Otley.
There is a Motley as well. That's not location based.
No.
Unless you count in Hanna-Barbera Studios.
That is a location.
Is it Hanna-Barbera?
Hanna-Barbera did...
Hanna-Barbera?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to Pinewood Studio.
Sorry,
that's just a different...
Tangents.
So, yeah, it's one of those moral things. So, if someone came in and was stumbling all over the place, I wouldn't serve them. If someone comes in and you can tell they've had a few drinks, but they're all right, I'd sell it to them because I know that's not going to be a problem. But yeah, if someone comes in absolutely
they do the same thing at bars, don't they? If someone is too drunk to won't serve them.
Well, that's it. You have the right to refuse. Well, you have the right to refuse service under any circumstance, if whatever. But yeah, if they're too drunk, I served Zach Dingle from Emmerdale.
I've seen him at a fish and chip restaurant in Skipton when he opened it.
Oh, really?
A second shop for them.
Oh.
They're quite busy, and their name rhymes with busy.
What?
The shop, the fish and chip shop. I don't want to say it.
You're all right. Yeah, you're all right with that. It's not a
Busy Lizzie's.
Busy Lizzie's.
Yeah, it was in Busy Lizzie's. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've watched way too much YouTube till I feel like I'm comfortable. I can say names of places.
Well, it's brand. It's brand, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
But even now, like, it didn't. I thought that things had changed over the past few years with, like, showing brands and stuff Like, I thought it got to a point where, because like America did it anyway in TV shows, but now is it a thing where if we obviously we're drinking Budweiser, do we now have to say there are other brands of beer and lager available? I don't like. We can't get in trouble for that.
Who knows? Depends if we're monetising or not, I suppose.
At the moment, no.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another. We can gloss over that because we're going to be doing a separate podcast based on YouTube. But the Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy video that I put up,
right,
has been deemed not suitable.
What?
Been deemed not suitable for. I can. It's limited monetisation, but it's done. The apocalypse that's happening at the moment. I think it's because I say twat in it.
Oh my god.
So this, I imagine I probably won't be able to monetise this now.
Yeah, well, we don't do it for the fucking money. YouTube twat heads. So, no, we're joking.
That noise sounded like that, remember the old toy you used to have where you turned it upside down? It went, you're like, yeah.
Didn't we already do this in a bar chat?
Maybe we did. That was who came up with that as an idea? Like, how is that a toy? I mean, I had hours of fun with it.
Somebody just been playing around with air in tubes. Stop being a
Keep doing it.
So yeah, a nice cheery start to the Wise and Jones podcast, but it is something that doesn't need discussing.
We've got into it, but
it's relative because everybody drinks.
If
you don't, well done you.
Yeah.
If you have done dry January and you're still sticking with it, you can do it. I believe in you.
Go for it. Absolutely,
you've got a stronger will than I have.
Yeah.
I caved watching American football because football without beer is
for me. Like, I'm never going to not drink out. Like,
yeah,
I'm always going to drink out because there are certain points where you want to do it.
Yeah.
Like nights like this.
Exactly.
With your mates or whatever.
It's just nice.
Gaming,
it's not
chatting.
like we're doing hardcore drugs or anything.
Yeah, well, that's it.
It's not like we're just,
No, that's what we do off camera.
Oh, that's off camera.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll wipe that way.
Yeah, if you would.
Yeah. So, alcoholism.
Alcoholism's fun. Yeah, no, I mean, there's a time and a place for it. Like, there's people that look down at people that drink alcohol and say it's bad and everything. It can be. I mean, it is a drug, isn't it? Essentially,
you
it's
could
a
say
drug.
it's a vice, which I would agree with. It, every case is different, isn't it? But
it is.
Everybody's got the vices.
It can be dangerous.
Different things that people might not like. Some people like to go to the gym and run for 10 hours a day.
Nah. I did 10 minutes this morning. 10 minutes. That worked for me.
Yeah. Was I working out? I don't think I was working out the last time we did bar chat, was I?
You and Charlie have been...
Had we? During bar chat? I can't remember. But there was a phase...
Yeah, but we had a gap between bar chats, didn't we?
True, yeah.
We had the last one we did at yours, and then the only one that we did...
I did have a phase last year of sort of getting into the weights and everything. Kind of knew a bit about it anyway, but it didn't come into anything, because I did enjoy it. I enjoyed doing some bits, and I like the idea of bettering yourself.
Yeah.
I just can't be asked.
No, well that's it. It's motivation, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't have that mindset where I think, I can get up at... I get up at 6 in the morning, but I get up at 5 and do some weights before I start my daily routine and stuff.
Yeah, no, I can't.
It's not that.
I'd
rather just have a bit of extra sleep, You can still be fit, but not have to constantly do exercise,
Well, you can, and this is like because I want to get back into the running properly again.
Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I went. I probably stupidly. I did a park run a couple of weeks ago, just after Christmas, and I. Have any of you and your family and friends that had the really shitty cold flu that's been going around recently?
Not family. No, sort of work colleagues.
Yeah,
Jesus. Like them and their families have all had.
Yeah.
Touch wood. I've been alright.
It took down all of my family. I was really bad.
Been a lot going around this winter. Definitely.
It took ages to I still kind of got my cough a little bit, but I've always got a cough. But I went for a run probably sooner than what I should.
Right.
And it was 5k, and it was around Horton Park in Bradford, and Horton Park in Bradford essentially is down. It's just a circle, but it goes down.
I can see it.
And then it goes
up,
and and it goes up there, but it's a very long up stage.
So down
and then up. That's all it is. There's not many straights in it.
Circle.
It's just a circle, but with a little bit of a windy bit.
Yeah.
So you do 3 ups and 4 downs as a circuit, and that's 5k. I was so dead.
I'd have been pretty tired with that. Running is not my forte.
I mean, I did it in 35 minutes, which I was actually quite happy with, considering I was
5 miles.
Pretty. 5k, not 5 miles.
Sorry, 5k. Oh, 5k, that's a terrible time.
Yeah. Well, it is. It is, to be fair. But considering I hadn't run for ages, and I was, but yeah, that really killed me off. But it's that motivation. So that was like park runs are every Saturday at 9 o'clock.
Right.
So it's that thing of getting up on a Saturday, probably around 8, half 7, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Go out, do a 5k.
It's good.
And then you actually you do feel better after it, and
you
do
always
feel good
do,
about
yeah,
yourself.
You always feel better after exercise.
But then it comes to the next one, and you're there in bed, and it's like, oh,
yeah.
I don't want to get up now.
It's just whether you can keep continuously doing it, you know.
It is keeping it up.
There's noises coming from my side.
It's Emily, she wants to play.
Yeah, Emily's come with you, you bastard. Ghost from his old house.
Yeah, well there is that, but I was thinking of oh my god, how did I not get that reference when I was playing Emily Wants to Play in my video?
You see, this is why I was always in charge of like the idea side of bar tat. But I could never
What
get
an
the name right.
idiot! I can't believe I didn't even think of that as a reference.
Jesus Christ, Chris. I thought you'd have thrown that in there.
I was too busy jumping like a little girl. But
I mean, you are a little girl.
is it sexist to say stuff like that now?
Probably, but you know, it's just normal talk. I don't find it sexist.
Well, I don't think it is.
I know my wife wouldn't find it sexist, or her mother, or people who I know who are women would find it, but apparently you can't say anything these days about someone getting upset. So,
I mean, do we want to open this up as a... Because we can.
I mean, we could, yeah. I mean, there's so much political correct... It's not even just political correctness anymore, but it's just... The world's gone mad.
We live in a culture now where people look to be offended.
Yeah. Basically.
And just want to be offended.
But there's always that someone there that the second after to argue against it as well. Like, you know?
People pouncing upon the people pouncing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a constant... That's all it is. You can't
just...
Thing. It's like, did you see is it H&M that have got in trouble for posting that they were bringing out the new January product line or whatever?
The clothing.
The clothing, yeah. And the little black kid, and he's got a jumper on saying Jungle Boy, little Jungle Boy, or
cutest
monkey, that's it.
Cutest monkey in the jungle.
Yeah, that was it. Cutest monkey in the jungle.
Okay.
Now,
I mean, that was kind of an error on their part.
But it brings up that thing where I agree. Like, someone should have looked at it and thought, do you know what? Maybe we don't do that. But in my opinion, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Exactly. The fact that people are highlighting that is what's wrong with the world.
Yeah, that's it. That's the problem.
Why can't that lad wear that hoodie?
Exactly, because like, how many times do you hear like adults and parents calling the kids a little monkey?
Exactly.
It doesn't matter what the colour of the skin is.
It's because it always gets brought back up, and people argue about it and get offended by it, and they always raise the situation about racism all the time, right?
Yeah.
As for instance, as one subject to get offended by.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're not helping the situation in my mind. The way I would see
they're making it worse.
Completely get rid of all of that is just to not talk about it. Same as anything else would work.
Yeah.
I'm not saying if it's sort of like blatantly, obviously racist.
Yeah.
But then again, at the same time, if someone does put something blatantly racist, you're giving them airtime, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're giving them a platform
to do it. Yeah.
That they are.
That's exactly it.
Which just causes more controversy and people getting hurt with the feelings.
And the thing is, with the amount of stuff that's coming up now, and people have been, it's like things that you should get offended at.
Yeah.
Are kind of been, they can get swept away.
Yeah.
Like when clothing brands have brought like little clothing things out for girls aged 4 to 5, and it's got like something written across the bum of the tracksuits. Yeah. I can't remember what it was, but it was something really inappropriate. Yeah, something like that. It's like, that is inappropriate. You don't do that.
No.
But like even the mother of the boy who did the modelling has come out and said, get over it. It's not a problem.
End of the day, yeah. I mean, it's a parent's choice for what the kids wear, but
And it's yeah, there was something else recently as well. Oh, what's her name? Sarah Hyland, is it? From Modern Family?
Not a clue.
She's a fairly young actress. And I don't even know what the filming thing was for, but it's something that's usually around the time that the Golden Globes are on.
Right.
And celebrities usually film a little sketch thing of getting out of this lift, out of an elevator.
Right.
It's a lift. And oh god, I thought that had stopped for a minute.
No,
it's fine.
You were silent.
It's fine. Sorry. No, it frozen. It definitely frozen.
Okay.
So she decided to film her sketch of her pretending to be drunk in this elevator.
Okay.
With is it a bellboy? Bellboy?
Yeah.
It was an older
guy
gentleman anyway,
lift, yeah.
but guy stood in the lift.
Yeah.
And she's about to walk out of the lift, and then she's kind of like struggling and everything, and then falls back into his arms, and then his arms are sort of like round her, and then the elevator door's shut.
Okay.
And then everyone's come out. Oh, in the environment that we're living with all the sexual harassment things, you think this is a good idea, showing a man touching...
So they're automatically...
Straight away.
Assuming this guy is going to do...
Exactly.
Sexual assault and all this bullshit.
And, like, she's come out and first of all said, right, I was play acting, like, I wasn't drunk, for a start. He was catching me.
Yeah.
He's not going to... And people say, oh, it's just insensitive at this point when there's people struggling. It's like, it's just, like, there's no innocence left. That you can't do anything innocently without someone looking at it and trying to pick a fault with it.
Exactly.
And it does my head in.
Exactly, that goes back to my original point. It just... People will pick point at anything and find... Like you say, they want to be offended by stuff. And
people want to be offended. Like, people that send stuff into newspapers, but...
Like, I could quite easily say my own views on certain things.
I think we could do this as a separate...
Yeah, but again, you know, I don't mind people getting offended, but I also don't want to die. So.
No, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
We're introducing a new thing for the changeover of the camera.
We are indeed.
Where we are going to show some classic clips from, well, either my channel or your channel or Bartat channel.
Just some good old times.
So this clip from the... Are we calling it Time Capsule?
Time Capsule.
The Time Capsule.
It's a Time Capsule.
This clip from the...
Beloved memories.
Yeah. He's from Barchat. And we'll be putting links in the description below where you can go check out the full video.
Enjoy. We'll see you in a second.
I don't like that. I'm not going to do that.
A question about toilet paper.
Yeah, Chris learned that on the back of... Because we get Andrex quilt because we're posh.
Oh my god, right, okay, so on the back of Andrex quilted toilet paper...
I'll let him tell this
shit,
story.
it sounds like
it's got a way to use it. And it tells you to use 3 to 4 sheets per wipe.
What? That's
Well,
not
exactly,
good toilet
right?
paper, that's just bulking up.
3 to 4, it's already quilted. So, like, I always 2-ply. I'm going to come out with it and say it. I 2-ply.
Yeah, you got to play, otherwise,
Yeah,
you know, one sheet.
there's nothing to it, is
you're
there?
gonna poke through on one sheet.
Exactly. But 3 to 4 fucking sheets?
That's like, I don't know, rich
What the
people
fuck is
shit.
that? I couldn't believe it. Charlie was reading this out to me in the car and I nearly crashed.
So basically...
No, not even joking. He did. Wait, it wasn't quite a near crash, but he did swerve slightly.
I was not happy.
So let me get this straight. So basically, I mean, like, Andrax's main thing is like, our sheets are thicker, so you don't have to use as much, and they're absorbent.
Yeah.
And then they're telling you to use for... How much do they think normal toilet paper, like, how many sheets do you use for that?
I know, exactly.
50,000.
To begin with, I was just surprised that toilet paper had directions of use on the back of it. I mean, what the fuck was I?
It was a moment of excitement, which soon turned into a moment of shit. Chris is going to kill us here.
Yeah.
So there you have it. The first time capsule for this Wise and Jones podcast.
Wise and Jones podcast. Yeah, I quite like it. It's a good idea.
It is a good idea.
Plenty of other.
I hope you enjoyed that.
interesting
Like it says, if you want to watch the full video, that you'll find it in the
description below.
description
I'll put
below.
the playlist in as well.
Yeah, why not?
It's easy.
Cool. So yeah. What else do we know?
What else do we know? What have we just been talking about? We're talking about being offended. Gaming. We haven't even talked about gaming yet.
Gaming.
Talk about gaming. 2017. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I think was a pretty good.
Overall.
I didn't play a lot of games from 2017, but from what I've seen, and from the things that I did play,
Yes.
I think was a damn good year for gaming.
Okay. I think it was. It was a meh year for me for gaming.
Meh year.
I would say it's a very meh.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But
I feel like there's some deep-rooted issues here.
yeah, no, the thing with me is, right, and I don't. It could be just completely down to what I've chosen to play, but there's always a reason why you choose certain games over others to put. You know, obviously.
Well, yeah.
For me, I found most enjoyment for gaming last year. I played remasters. Pretty much just remasters.
Yeah.
So, I started the year off. I got Call of Duty Modern Warfare remastered on the old PlayStation.
Yes. Yep.
Brilliant game. Such a good game. I thought, why not? You know, I'll pay full price again. Fuck it.
Why not?
And it is like the single player is amazing. Everybody knows COD 4.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Multiplayer
Even
is
I
still
enjoyed
good.
that.
There's still so many people playing it. Played it the other day actually.
Really?
Yeah. And it's still solid, you know. Goes back to the basics of the multiplayer and everything, which was nice. So I played that. Crash Bandicoot remastered.
Yep.
1, 2 and 3.
A lot of people like that. Didn't they?
Awesome.
Yep.
You know. As annoying as it is, I did enjoy playing it again. Didn't realise how hard it fucking was.
Didn't they actually make it harder though?
Apparently so, yeah, they did.
I've heard that. A lot of people came out and said the
same.
same.
Transferred, they've kind of tweaked it a bit, so it is harder, yeah. So who knows? But I probably struggled back then, and I've struggled now. But enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Recently, I've been playing Borderlands 2 again. So the Handsome Jack. So that didn't even come out this year. The Handsome Jack collection, but I was like, that is one of my favourite games.
Yeah.
I'll play it again, get all the achievements again, love it. And GTA 5. That's how old now?
Yeah. But I mean, I think well, yeah, that was 2013 that came out.
That's an old game, I suppose.
And
It's like 40
it was end of
old.
2013, wasn't it? But what they've been doing, so I suppose you can class that because of the updates
They've just constantly been updating it and keeping
the new game modes and stuff to bring out and different things you can do.
Yeah.
I think it's a good refresher instead of piling into putting new shitty games out every year, updating and doing stuff like that. I think Rockstar have got it spot on with it.
If you've got a solid game, why make a new one? Just continue on. And obviously a lot of developers do that.
Yeah.
Way too often these days, you all know that. That's into detail about that. But so I mean, I've played some new games as well. I played Call of Duty World War 2.
Yes. Well, I played some of that with you.
But it's like, it is good. The single player is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
The multiplayer is pretty good. I've spent a lot of time on it over Christmas with friends and that, and the wife.
Mm-hmm.
The wife even got a headset to play it again. Good. It's good that it's gone sort of back to boots on the ground kind of thing. There's no bullshit jumping around.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
At the same time, it's still just another Call of Duty game, which
Nothing
I don't know if
amazing.
that's me like thinking, well, what else would I want from it?
Mm.
You know, you kind of know what you're getting into, but I have enjoyed it. But yeah, it's just another Call of Duty game, isn't it?
I mean, it's
You
one of
play it
those.
and think, yeah,
I mean, we talked about it. We were one of those franchises that was dying on its ass, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah,
I think we did that on one of my own podcasts.
one of yours, yeah.
I think we even called it Fall of Duty. I
We
believe
did.
called it Fall of Duty.
Fall of Duty.
Yeah.
But I think they've. When it's kind of something to. I mean, I imagine we're going to talk about Assassin's Creed as well.
Yes.
But I mean, Assassin's Creed is a series that was falling on its ass.
Yeah.
And Unity was that one where it was like, right, yeah, it's dead.
See, I
That's
never
fucked
played
up.
it because I heard such bad things.
Yeah,
So
and I
probably
think for Call of Duty, would we say Ghost was the one where people said, all right, this is. No,
Yeah,
not Ghost, sorry. What was the one after Ghost?
I don't know. Well, for me, it was Ghosts, but most people would probably say Advanced Warfare.
Advanced Warfare as well.
Yeah.
What that was it. So then with Assassin's Creed, after that, they brought out Syndicate, which was definitely better. I mean, it wasn't much to improve on Unity.
Yeah,
but was a solid enough game.
Yeah.
It got a bit boring.
It was well polished, you know. It was a good game.
It got a bit boring because it was very samey.
I just couldn't be bothered.
There
was nothing sort of pulling me and keeping me playing it because there were other games coming out.
But then they've just brought out Origins, which for me has completely fucking
refreshed it.
Yeah,
that's for me as well. But then, I mean, they have like changed the gameplay.
Yeah,
significantly.
And I think probably that's what Call of Duty So they've gone from Ghost, Advanced Warfare. What was out after that? I can't
Black Ops 3.
Well, Black Ops
3, and then Infinite Warfare.
Yeah.
Which you can now buy for a $5 Asda. And
Yeah.
that came out last year. So,
but maybe the point I was making is maybe World War II is like Assassin's Creed Syndicate. It's that steady. It's an improvement. It's steady. It's nothing amazing, but maybe is it going to go on to something where it kind
hopefully so. But I've heard that they're making
rejuvenates it.
Black Ops 4 next. So
oh right. Okay.
We shall see. We shall see about that. That's all I've heard anyway from a big Call of Duty player that I know.
Yeah.
But I hope they do get good again.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not the biggest Call of Duty fan, but even I want to see it get better because it's one of those that it's always going to get people buying it and playing it.
Like I say, you know what you're getting with a Call of Duty game, but you're never going to be sort of blown away.
Yeah.
However, the single player of World War II, I would say, is definitely worth playing.
Everyone I've heard talk about it has all said the same thing about the single player.
Multiplayer's multiplayer. It's always going to be Call of Duty multiplayer. Poodle's back.
It's Poodle. Look at the camera. Look at the camera.
Oi, oi.
It works. But yeah, Origins. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love it.
It's so good.
I keep thinking I've got to the end of the game, and then it just opens up completely again, and you realise it's like even bigger than you thought.
Yeah,
the map itself is.
I couldn't believe it.
Huge.
Well, I saw it first when last time we did the game out here, and you showed it to me.
Yeah,
that was first I saw of it, and I was like, "Oh, this looks really good."
Yeah,
and Charlie got
details,
it. Yeah. That is it. It's the tiny details in it that really make it. And then Charlie got it, and I saw him playing a little bit more of it. And then I bought it. Just after Christmas. And yeah, I love it.
It's so good. I wasn't too keen on the combat to begin with.
It takes
just takes some getting used to. I remember I died by the first hyenas I fight. So
I was close to dying. Like if I hadn't have played it at yours first, I'd probably been the same. And it'd taken me longer, but because I'd had that
kind of pre-warned you about it.
Yeah. But once you get into it,
if I would compare it to another game, I would say it's very much like The Witcher 3.
Yeah. I'd probably go along with that.
Which is a brilliant game as well. Still need to finish that as well. That's a good game.
I just started playing it. I started it again. Just before Christmas actually.
Yeah.
Because I'd not played it for so long and I forgot where I was in the save. And I thought, I don't usually like doing it, and I always have to go at Charlie for doing it, about constantly starting over and over.
Yeah.
But it had been so long. I thought, fuck it, I'll start it over again. And Witcher 3 is a perfectly solid game.
It is.
Like it's
hard as shit.
It's got its flaws, but it's an amazingly solid game, and I would say the same for Origins.
Yeah.
There's certain bits where, with the map being so big, and because you can do a lot from the off. Like once it opens out of Siwa, out the first place,
you can kind of pretty much.
You can kind of do what you want, really.
Yeah. To a certain degree, because I did ride out into the desert. Like into the mountains.
Did it start to?
And everybody was like 15 levels higher than me.
Yeah,
one guy would come on and go.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. Like, because the way that you go, there's certain bits that you go to the it's like you want something.
Get it down.
There's certain bits where the levels are just way too high. Go on. Off you go.
Off you pop.
It's not popping off. Or you can go up there if you want.
You go.
That's fine. But yeah, sometimes you get to bits and it's just like.
Lay down. Sorry about that. Slight poodle interruption.
Poodle problem.
Yeah.
Poodle problems. Yeah, I do love it. I've just got to level 15. I've just got to the bit with the hippodrome and the chariot racing stuff.
Oh yeah.
I started doing that.
You've got ways to go.
Oh yeah, I imagine I have. Yeah, but the one thing that I enjoyed doing last night, before you kill snake guy in the baths.
Oh yeah.
And you clear. You go to the palace to find out who the guy.
That's where you first use the blade, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you've got the blade and everything, but you go to the palace to find out who he is.
Yes.
And I imagine the way you can do it is you can just sneak in and then go out. But I decided to completely clear the place.
I do that
it was
also.
so satisfying.
It is.
It was so good. It was just
you
that.
could spend an hour just clearing out one fall.
Yeah, you really could.
It's
Because I'd got to that point, I think I was level 14 when I cleared that out. So all the enemies were around 11 or 12.
right.
So if I got into combat and someone else found me,
He did
I could. But I like to do it as stealthily as possible. If I can do it without being seen,
Uh-huh.
it's fine. But if I get seen, I don't care. I'm not like Charlie where I have to start again.
Yeah, I'm the same.
So
if it all goes wrong, I like that option nowadays. Like before, when you used to play stealth games, if you were seen, it'd be like restart from checkpoint. But I like the option of where you can just kind of fuck shit up.
yeah,
If it goes south, you can be like, oh well, I have to pull out my sword now.
it's just that thing of when there's so many enemies, like especially on the wall sections of where you go to, and just piling all the bodies up in a room.
Yeah.
There were like one bit that I went to and everyone was asleep underneath me.
Oh, I love it.
And then
You just go
everyone
around.
came up.
Oh,
No.
they came up.
I don't know what happened, but everyone came up, and I was just in this little block, and everyone came in the doors, and I'm using heavy weapons,
Right.
and I just went through them, and I went out, and then came back in, and the room was just the floor was just bodies, and it's so
The
satisfying.
floor is bodies.
The floor is
That's
bodies.
a new twist on the old classic game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So Assassin's Creed,
I
good solid game of this year.
love it. I'm so happy. Because Assassin's Creed is like one of my favourite franchises, and I'm so glad that they got their ass in a game with it because
Yeah.
I worried that it was
Me too.
going to disappear,
Me
but
too.
they've really pulled it out with that.
I love the franchise, and I'm glad they've come back strong.
They have.
It's
They
good.
have certainly done that.
But see, my favourite kind of game of this year has actually been through sort of
Last year.
Last year, sorry, has been through indie games. So
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked making little indie games, but Human Fall Flat, fantastic.
It's
Fantastic.
it's that thing of it's the style of it's got that funny style of Gang Beasts.
Yeah,
That's what kicked
You
off
feel
that
like a toddler
style.
again when you're trying to learn how to walk.
It's so funny, just and like grabbing onto people's faces and just like wobbling about.
We should play some tonight.
I really want to.
Yeah,
Because I haven't played any of it. I saw you play it last time, but I haven't actually played
so
any of
good.
it yet.
It's so simple, but it does test you of your knowledge of basic knowledge.
Well, the puzzles are quite good because it was who was it? Oh, I think it was Hat Films. I think they started playing it on their channel, thinking it was just going to be a. But then actually, it turned into one of their favourite games. They actually really enjoy playing it as.
It's like the
gameplay.
puzzles can be tricky, but they're satisfying when you do them, but not in a frustratingly hard way. They are easy, but you tend to sort of overthink them. So.
Well, I mean that's it with the. If you've got a puzzler that isn't all about the puzzles,
Yeah.
you don't want it to be too easy, and you don't want it to be too
So you
hard.
could be like trying to balance these scales or something just to like raise one up to get higher.
Yeah.
Or you can just grab the plank next to you and put that down and climb up that.
Yeah.
You know?
That's it. I think that
Kinda game it is.
when I go into a puzzle, I'm used to overthinking it.
Yeah.
So I.
And I think that this game gets you a lot on that. So.
Yeah, we did that a classic clip, which we probably show at some point in the podcast when we did Portal together,
Oh yeah.
and we spent ages trying to figure it out, and then you
We
got
did.
to the other side. It's like, oh, we can walk through this,
Yeah.
and you just it was
Yeah.
it's just simple
That
things
was,
like that.
Yeah, that was
a while ago.
a lesson in gaming. That was.
That went into my
So-
favorite bits. Yeah,
Yeah, overall for me, the best side of gaming of 2017 was all the games. Games I'd already played before.
yeah.
Which is kind of sad, but there were some highlights, like you say, Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
Fall Flat. COD was alright. Any others you can think of?
I'm trying to think of because I wasn't in a position to really buy many games last year, so I can't think of new games. Was Horizon Zero Dawn last year?
I think it was the start of the year, yeah.
It was start of the year because it
That's
was
one
yeah,
that kind
it-
of fell off my radar.
I haven't completed it. I think I'm about maybe halfway through with it, possibly. I don't know.
It did look good.
But I did it. I think I'll
yeah.
probably start it again because it's been a
Right.
while since I played it. Again, not perfect. There were little bits that were unnecessary. I think it tried too hard in certain bits,
Okay.
but it was beautiful, and the gameplay was decent.
I love a beautiful game.
And the story was good. I enjoyed the story. It was looking like it was going to be good. The big thing from 2017 for me, and it's nothing that I've had any dealings with, but
Okay.
just from what I've seen and the reactions I've seen,
Okay.
the Switch.
Oh, Nintendo Switch.
I think they've done a really good job
I
with
do
it.
kind of really want one.
The new Mario game is awesome.
Mario Odyssey.
Mario
I
Odyssey
really want that, yeah.
is amazing.
But to be honest, I just kind of want to play Mario Kart again.
I want to play Mario Kart again.
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't have a Wii. I mean,
You just went before.
I had one about now. Didn't have a Wii. Didn't have a Wii U. Basically, I haven't had a Nintendo console since the N64.
Yeah.
And even then, that was my brother's. So
you
before that, it was the Game Boy Color.
God, wow.
I do like Nintendo games, yeah, but they are better for your sort of your party style games.
It's party games, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like Wii Party and
like Zelda, for instance. My TV is going mental.
What's happening? Have we even been heard right now?
I have no idea. Yeah,
Yep,
no,
it's still going.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Technical difficulties.
Yeah. Zelda.
Yeah, I mean that looked amazing. I've never really been a massive Zelda fan.
I've not been a big Zelda fan.
But it did look good.
Majora's Mask was the other one that I've played and enjoyed. Every other,
They're
all too samey.
Yeah. I've only played the one on the old GameCube, not GameCube, Game Boy.
Game Boy, yeah.
Yeah, like the first one.
But I never quite liked the actual gameplay and the style. It was never something that kind of drew me in. It wasn't something, I've got to play that.
No.
It seems amazing.
So I've never been bothered about that. I love Mario. Mario's nice and simple again. You know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Very samey through the games, I'd imagine. I haven't played them.
Well, the thing with Mario is I played because I had the SNES and I had like the original ones on there, so like Super Mario Bros. 2 and 3 I think I played on there. And Mario Kart. But then after that I never really played, so I never played when they finally came into 3D. I never played Mario 64
right,
or anything like that, so I was never really into the 3D one.
Okay.
And then was it Super Mario World that came out on the DS? So it was still the side scroller but in a 3D way.
Yeah. I think you showed me that.
Yes, I quite enjoyed that again because it went more to the side scroller.
Yeah.
So then the other ones that came out I wasn't really too fussed, but then when Mario Odyssey came out I thought it's just another.
It does look cool.
I love the bits where it goes to the old style, where it's the normal 3D world, and then you can go into the old style. It's like how they've
Clever little
done
games
that
like
is
that.
very
They do
clever.
make games. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I think everything they've done with it. I mean, have you seen the shitstorm that is WWE 2018?
Nope.
Oh my god, they fucked up with that song.
Well, this brings me to my next point, which would be your worst experience of gaming of 2017.
Ooh.
For me, we did play a party game that I did get. It was an indie, not even like an official game that we played.
The one we played?
Yeah, last time we had a game.
The animal thing?
Yeah, Animal Rivals. That was pretty bad, but it was bad. I don't know if it was bad in a good way.
It was one of those where I had no expectations for it.
Yeah.
So I could see, it's terrible. It doesn't handle, there's no gameplay, it doesn't handle very well, it's glitchy.
It's true.
But if you're drunk
it was
and
fun.
playing with your mates,
But I don't know
it
if
can
we
be
can
fun.
class that because it wasn't really a proper game.
I'm trying to think of what came out last year.
I mean, what did we have?
Andromeda came out last year. You played Andromeda.
Mass Effect Andromeda, good solid game.
Yeah, because I've seen it popping up on a lot of people's worst games of 2017.
I know. A lot of people didn't like it. They were too, I don't know, up themselves to appreciate it.
I think it didn't do itself any favours with the glitches.
No, it was glitchy to fuck. When I first played the game, the screen was going black on half of the screen.
I remember you showing me, yeah.
I did some clips on the Xbox.
But they sorted that out, right? Didn't they do a
yeah, they
patch or
completely
whatever?
sorted it
They
all out.
it
But for me, I love Mass Effect enough that I saw
to sort of see
all
past
that.
it, yeah.
And it was a good solid game. I was happy with that. But I did think of one then. What was it? Disappointed with. Actually, one I played recently. It was free. It's free at the minute for PlayStation Plus. Deus Ex, the new one. I loved the one that came out on the 360 and PS3.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just because I wasn't in the right frame of mind or not, but I started that one, the second one. Well, I think it's the third one, but the second one on the newer consoles. And I don't know what it is about the gameplay. I just could not get into it at all. It felt really clunky, and I was really disappointed with it.
I was really. It's something I'd never been into before, but I'd heard people say such bad things about it. I'm never going to play it. Well, apparently it has a really bad ending.
Right.
Like a really pathetic.
Okay. I knew there had to be a
Kind
reason
of
because
ending.
I've seen it go cheaper and cheaper and cheaper.
It has a really bullshit ending.
Since it came out.
Apparently, are you bothered about finishing it?
I don't know. I might do.
No, I don't want to say
you don't want to
anything,
spoil
though.
anything because anybody else is playing it right now.
And I don't want to spoil it for that as well,
Yeah,
but apparently it's a bit of a bullshit ending,
Yeah.
and it's a round of
I know.
paying for extra stuff as well
Okay.
to make it better, which
So,
ruins everything, doesn't it?
Now I've played it, I did buy it from my brother. Like the start of the year.
Alright.
Start of last... No, when did I got him at some point.
Yeah.
I think it was his birthday last year. And now I feel bad because I bought another game. I did get him Resident Evil 7 though, so you know.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
fair enough. That's fair enough.
So,
Bad games.
but that for me, yeah. That's been the most disappointing, I would say.
I was watching a video last night actually about worst games of 2017, and they were making the point that 2017 was actually so solid it was hard to kind of pick at the worst things. I can't remember what else.
That's what I mean, it wasn't really
Bad. I would say disappointing. Wildlands, Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Ghost Recon Wildlands, yeah.
Not that I've played. I feel bad saying these when I haven't actually played them, but from what I've seen,
I've never been so excited for a game, to hear about a game, and then hear nothing.
it just disappeared.
Like, yeah, nobody did that.
I think that's what people were saying about it. Like, it wasn't necessarily a bad game, but there was nothing
special about it.
There was nothing good about it. You were
yeah.
playing it and it was solid enough in some parts, but it was like, meh.
I do kind of feel like I would give it a go.
That's it. I would if it were cheap enough.
Yeah.
Like as a multiplayer, you give it a
I
go,
wouldn't play
you?
it solo.
No,
I'd
no,
have
no.
to do it with people, but yeah.
Of course, you have to do it with people.
So maybe.
That's your style.
That is my style.
I'm Lee Wise, and I do it with people.
So yours is so Wildlands is sort of your most disappointing. I would say that.
I'd say that's definitely disappointing.
That's actually disappointing for me.
Again, it's really I'm really disappointed in the lack of gaming that I did last year.
Yeah.
Again, in terms of new ones, I played a lot of old games.
Well, I had I set myself a challenge of completing 20 games throughout last
Oh, you
year.
did? I remember you starting that.
I think I got to about 10.
That's still
So,
it's still an
it was
achievement.
still pretty solid, yeah.
It's better than me.
Can't remember what I played, but you know.
Oh, one thing I did do that was actually a pleasant surprise, and not the game as a whole, but FIFA 18.
Yeah.
The journey, the story mode that they do for it,
Actually, any good?
really good. Like the one that they did in 17 was really good, but I was disappointed with how short it was,
Right.
and that there was no expansion to it. It like got to the end, it's like, oh, you can carry on this in FIFA Ultimate Team now. I was like, you fucking.
Fucking Ultimate Team again.
So, and then they said, oh, they're going to be bringing it back out in FIFA 18.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, do you know what? I'm looking forward to that. And I kind of mainly bought the game just for that. And I thought, I really hope it's not short. And it was really in depth. The advance of story, I really actually cared about the character and who you were playing.
Right.
And they brought so much more into it. And that was actually quite enjoyable.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, pretty solid. The game as a whole,
Yeah.
it's just another FIFA.
It's another FIFA.
It's another
course,
FIFA.
You know.
The graphics were good, again, but you expect that with the upgrades that keep happening. You expect graphics to get better. The gameplay,
It's kind of the one thing that you guaranteed with like games like that.
yeah, that's it.
Better
I would say,
graphics.
I mean, the positive I would say about it is it was an improvement on 17.
We can't really go
Because
wrong.
17 was pretty shit. Like especially the penalties and the goalkeeper sometimes were a bit. And there has been glitches with 18, but I would say it's been an improvement. So I'd say that's a positive. That wasn't a negative.
That's
but,
a positive of gaming for 2017.
FIFA 18 was a bit more.
Always in my voice. That's never good on the podcast.
No, it isn't. It's the
Yeah.
kind of the crux of it, really, isn't it?
Well, maybe
Oh, I've lost my voice. Let's do a podcast.
maybe we should end it there then.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea because I do need a piss.
Yeah, me too. And so does the dog.
And so does the dog.
So thank you very much for listening to this / watching this. However you've taken it in.
You may have.
We do appreciate it. If you like this video, then give it a like. Doing the old cheesy YouTube thing.
Give it a like and subscribe and click the bell and this
Do
and
all
do
that.
that. But yeah, so first one of 2018.
Yeah.
We're not setting the schedule to it.
No.
Hopefully, maybe every other week, but it's just
Something like that, yeah.
when we can
Depends
do
we
it.
can get around to recording. But we're busy people.
We're busy people. We have
But
stuff
we'll
to
do
do.
it, yeah.
So yeah, this is the main one. We're going to try to do some other mini podcasts.
Yeah, we haven't really got a name for that.
We haven't got a name for that. But if it gets enough interest, we might put it onto a separate channel. Just have a podcasting channel, and just where we can go more in depth on certain subjects, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much for that. I've enjoyed it. It's been good to get back into it.
I've been Mr. Wise.
I've been Mr. Jones.
Goodbye.
Toodles. Peace.
How do you stop this machinery? How do you stop you from rotting? There's a weather.